The future is vegan.
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 Hi everyone, it's Jessica, your favorite vegan, and today we will be going over a fun birthday reflections video with a little bit of my launch on my new NeuroTeens platform. So let's get into some episode objectives like we used to. So celebrating my 17 years, and a letter that I wrote, a letter to my future self of future and fate. And then we have what I see for myself in the future, all about NeuroTeens launch, a little bit about that, and a thank you to you viewers, and a little bit of a NeuroTeens plug. So let's get to it. So first we have celebrating my 17 years. So I am so happy that I recently celebrated my 17th birthday. If you're not already aware, my birthday was last Friday, so I'm now 17. And I'm grateful for everyone that has joined me so far on my journey, my friends, my family, and the podcast studio is so awesome. I'm so excited to see what comes up in the future. So many exciting opportunities, and I can't necessarily see what I'm going to do in the future, and I think there's a little bit of beauty to that. And I also wanted to elaborate a little bit on my future goals. Like, for example, I think that we can lose sight of our goals in terms of being present in the moment. And that's something I want to do more this year. I want to become more present and stop looking ahead too much and lose sight of what really is at play. So I also wanted to talk a little bit about more exciting things that I'm looking forward to as I'm starting 17. I'm looking forward to more delicious recipes of the week. I'm going to have so many by the end of the year. College applications and fantabulous teen initiatives that I launched, like NeuroTeens, which is so exciting. So in a moment of true honesty, establishment, and youth, I would also like to share with you guys a little piece that I wrote. So this piece really digs into my 17th birthday and the kind of values that I want to carry with me into this transition into adulthood, if that's the right word. And I hope this can help you as much as it gave me clarity writing this to my past self. So let's get to it. Okay, the letter's titled A Letter to My Past Self of Future and Fate. Dear younger Jessica, I want to introduce myself to you as the future Jessica formerly, the Jessica that would have never otherwise grown to become the woman she is without you. A woman that is accepting, kind, and brave enough to battle the adversities presented in everyday life. Through the germination of adolescence, change will overcome you from your transition into womanhood. Change is such a beautiful element of life, requiring viewership as opposed to action. Change is like watching the seeds of youth and innocence develop into a summerly Andrea. Here are some of the things I wish I noticed, bloomed, or saw in the growth of my potential. I wish I could have savored the delicious red ice pops by the pool. The seasonal ice pops out once in the summer require a keen eye by limited quantity. The red ice pops have served as a symbolical element to my childhood in a way I never thought before. The selection of cherry ice pops in a sea of unfavorable green or yellow pops reminds me to take advantage of the endless possibilities in my way. When an opportunity presents itself in your life, take it. Take all the cherry ice pops. You don't know when you'll find another. Find all the cherry ice pops in your life, the people that make you feel appreciated, loved, and above all else, closer to you. I wish I took a second to pause. I wish I stopped to smell the flowers blooming at my old home, the fantastical pink and red tulips. I remember walking from spring to summer alongside my house, watching the flowers develop from bulb to blossom. If I had stopped to enjoy the little things a bit more, I think I would have found a greater appreciation for the soul of my city and the one within me. I wish I could have fast-forwarded to my older, current state. When I may have felt hopeless and impassioned, I would have liked to show myself the woman I have become. There are internalized pressures to keep up in a dynamic society, always wanting to be something more than you are. I wish I could tell you, Jess, trust in fate. You don't need the approval and validation of others. You need that of yourself, of your own. I wish I could have told you to value your innermost health nearly as much as your outer. There's not a shoebox for each its own, making mental health care all the more individualized. Find what makes you happy, whether it's healthy movement or the glide of a typewriter. It would have been nice to run a bit more with the crowds and engage with like-minded people in hindsight. You will find people who make you feel happy and excited through your subsequent years of life, opportunity, and experience. Seek the excitement, seek all the discomfort. Extend an arm to possibility, and it may do the same in your favor. Jessica, I urge you to set boundaries. Let others know how you feel and value your identity above all else. Do not lose yourself in the pursuit of something more, but appreciate the now. We can lose ourselves when looking for something more, finding an answer to life's rhetoric, and assuming a false identity. Stay true to yourself, and joy, success, and laughter will follow. Beyond self-perception, it is essential to fuel and treat your body as it tells you. The human body is fierce, resilient, and challenging. Granted the beauty of life, we must make the most of our existence. Treat your body with care. When your body tells you via hunger cues that you require a snack, fuel accordingly. If we all ate the same meals, snacks, and moved similarly, our bodies would still look remarkably unique. Your beauty is amplified by loving your body enough to accept it. I would consider looking into body neutrality, like a less toxic and meaningful approach to body image. Above all else, I wish you a future of test and fate, an adventure of smiles, tears, possibility, and moments of doubt. It is only until we push past these universal feelings of self-doubt and discomfort could we truly blossom. Yours truly, Jessica. So thank you so much for listening to a couple words of my thoughts, my 2 cents on the growing experience. There's so much to it, and it might not be something I can unpack in this episode in entirety. There's so much to it, but I think maybe I could talk a little bit about the future I see for myself. So I think that's really exciting and scary to think about. I always thought of the growing process and getting older as something I could push off. Like, for example, when thinking about colleges, I would push it off, thinking this is something I can focus on a little bit later into high school. And I remember, especially in the 8th grade, feeling excited beginning this new chapter in my life of high school. So the start of 9th grade served as a reminder for my growing process. I was one of the older kids now, and this meant that my voice would be valued. And there's error in that, and it's important to find the error in our past selves. And essentially, this shows the twinge of ageism that carried into many aspects of my life that actively changed the way I felt about my activism and expression. So I see a future for myself free of restraint, free of reminder of what I can be, what I am, and being rather present in the moment, finding a presence in everything. So I want to be present for all aspects of my life. I want to be there for others when they need me, and I need to be there for myself. And to be completely honest, with this time of challenge, excitement, and fate, how do you satisfy the test? That's really the ultimate portion of the experiences that we get. So my future, more career-oriented on that perspective, I would also like to talk about some of my future plans. So I would like to double major in college. That's something definitely of interest for me, with both neuroscience and dietetics. So Jessica, you're crazy. I'll elaborate. So this summer, I took an amazing class exploring the realms of neuroscience at an Ivy League institution. But through this class, I was able to provoke an interest that I never knew I had within me for neuroscience. So this inspired me to channel my excitement into a page in which individuals sharing the same passion and that may feel the same emotion of euphoria with the subject and the topic can discuss and supplement in a space with others. So this creates a community in which people that are passionate or looking to learn more about neuroscience can go to, and it's a great page for anyone with credible, reliable information. So this brings us to the last chapter of this episode, which is really exciting, and it's the launch of NeuroTeens pretty recently. So what is NeuroTeens and what do I plan to accomplish? So last night, I actually launched NeuroTeens, and it's a teen initiative for more teens that are passionate or currently looking to learn more about neuroscience. So it's a teen initiative driven to educate more teens about neuroscience. So I'm adding posts with reliable, credible information that can nurture the passion of myself and others. So for instance, I posted this morning about the MSG myth and how it can negatively impact Asian communities. So I think it's a really cool topic to explore, and it directly links with brain health and a lot of different information. So I explored the current consensus with preclinical and clinical research. And I think it's so cool to learn things and always use a comment section to discuss meaningful aspects of a topic. So I've only launched NeuroTeens yesterday, but I've met so many incredible teens that want to join this mission with me. And they're from all over the world, outside of the United States, in the United States. It's so exciting. And in the last 12 hours, we've accumulated 70 followers, which is kind of crazy, and on Instagram. And I'm looking to elect officer positions by high demand and possibly host events, meetups, and a fun day trip coming up that deals with neuroscience and brain health, which is totally, totally awesome. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to use my platform to advocate for issues I love so much, like veganism and neuroscience. And for that, I'm forever grateful. This year has been amazing for me. I've established a podcast. I've done so many amazing things. And NeuroTeens is one of them. And it's at the start of a new chapter of my 17 years. So for that, I am very grateful. And I couldn't have done this all without you guys and my viewers, everyone that supports my mission and motivates me in my everyday life. So thank you to you for helping me make this possible. And to that, I think this is our clincher. So thank you so much for watching and have a fantastic day.